Breaking news. Love Them Knives Channel LTK. Are we all wound up? Yes, we are, because we've got the Real Steel Control exclusive from White Mountain Knives. All right, my brother man, strap it on. This is a big boy's knife. This is not some little girly thing that you shove in the corner. This is the real deal, Holyfield. This is a collaborative between Real Steel and Poltergeist Works. We love those Polish knife makers, don't we? And I'll tell you what, this is a badass knife. And there's several reasons why I'm saying that. First of all, you know me, big blue and bearings, and it's big enough. And it has bearings and it's blue. So we got that covered. Do we like a War of the Worlds? One side's one side's the other. That's not our preferred status, but I'll tell you one thing. That is a steel frame, locked up, ready to rock up type of knife right here. And it's really easy to take apart because there's only two fastening positions here. Although, when I broke this thing loose, whoa, that took some stuff. So it was pretty tightly strapped down. This is centered right up, on bearings, flips great. Look at that action. Look at that drop. Okay, so yeah, it's heavy. Like 6.7 ounces. Check this out. I know, I mean, it's weird. I'll show you the paperwork on this little old dog in here where they say it's 5.1 ounces. That's a lie. And then Justin on his, hold on. Let me go out him too while I'm at it. Where's he got the, well, maybe he doesn't have it. Does he have it on here? 8.43, that's right, 3.54, blade length, closed length. Well, no, he didn't put the ounces on here. Oh, yeah, he did, 6.5. Okay, so that's close. I thought he said 6.2. It's 190 grams, 190.6 grams. 6.7. So to me, it's not 6.5, it's 6.7. I also put this on my postal scale, which is an electronic scale. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to pull it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and pull it in the picture. And I'm not going to show you where I actually put the knife, but you can see this, okay? On the scale. Okay, 6.6. Well, you little liar. Come here. Okay, 6.6. And this one was a rockin' 6.72. So we are a little bit off. But he said 6.5. It's 6.6 on mine. And earlier they agreed with each other. Yikes. But check out the paperwork. I don't like when I don't have a cutaway on these boxes. I'm going to keep harping. It was a box the other day. It came from QSP Knives, and it has that cutaway on it. Paperwork of breakouts of knives that you're not buying. And then here is the paperwork on it. It comes rolled up in a microfiber cloth. There's only 200 of each color being made. 200 blue, 200 green, 200 black. I'll show you that in a little bit. But $54 and some change. I mean, that is crazy. It's not the $212 of the marbled carbon fiber control with S35VN and titanium. This is a user version. And right here, what did they say the ounces are? Oh, 5.26. So I've slept since then. What can I say? G10, see? White Mountain Knife exclusive, the 3605F control. And so here's your paperwork. Can you read any of this stuff? Yes, you can, some of it, and some of it over here. That kind of thing. But you get a microfiber cloth. It ain't even quite $55 for the whole knife. So that's not anything to worry about. That's a great, great deal. Lucille. I just think as a user knife, I like these Poltergeist Works knives, but I was a little bit ambivalent towards some. I mean, the Crusader, I just couldn't feel. It felt thin and just kind of, I don't know, cheapy or something. I wasn't loving that. And it was just a frame lock, and then it had that bar across here for flip it, because it wasn't a flipper, it was a flicker, but it didn't have dual. It didn't have both sides. So as far as that thumb bar, so it was just one side or the other. Didn't like that. And let me show you the other ones. There's a reason why I'm more excited about this one. 84 bucks. See, there's a 3606F element, okay? So as opposed to the Control, this is the element. So this is so much like the element, except it's not 84 bucks, and it doesn't have N690 steel. It's got D2. So this, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm good going with D2 instead of N690 and saving myself 34 bucks in the process, okay? Now, I will give you the link to these as well, because this is basically kind of the same knife, 6.1 ounce. So they were, and there's your designer from Poltergeist Works, etc. I just think this is a much more put together knife for all those reasons, which are pricing and materials, ease of disassembly, having bearings, not washers, like the Precision 3001, that was a washers only. So that was kind of in this price range. But this one's so much less expensive. Let me throw you out, you know, here's the element, of course, that is in micarta as opposed to the G10 one, and that's 96 bucks, okay? Now, here's the Precision 3001, right? With the thumb stud on one side only, and that's $56.80. And you know what? I wasn't feeling that one. That's kind of a good, that's getting there to where that's a real good user bee. But then all of a sudden, here you go. And as opposed to, obviously, and here's a lot of paper in front of you, but I'm just saying, 212 bucks, you can buy one. Here it is on White Mountain Knives. Of course, 10% off, that'd be 20 bucks, so it'd be under 200. But this is the marble carbon fiber S35VN titanium frame version here. So, I'm not knocking that, I'm just saying, and it's probably lighter too, yeah, by an ounce, 1.3 ounces, whatever. But that's $212 as opposed to $54, and you know, I showed it to you. 54, and this cut off the end. But in any case, 10% discount code. This is under 50 bucks. So this is $49 knife with free shipping in the USA. D2 steel. And you can get it in green or black. Now, will the knife be a knife? Let's find out. Because the action on this thing is incredible. Okay. Sharp out of the box. That's a winner. Did a few little cut tests before I put it on the camera, but you know, G10 is real grippy. I love the grain there. The backside, of course, is steel, so that's not grippy, right? You can see you've got kind of a slotted screwdriver thing here, and then this is a T4, and where'd I throw my dang little... So I stuck this in one side because this thing was, and there's your lockup, by the way, which is about 45%. It's a good old lockup there. Oh, and by the way, and let's throw my little light in here, and it's probably better back from the back side to see how it's weight relieved on the inside of the steel frame, which, ta-da, right here, take a look. Yes, it's weight relieved heavily all the way through that steel frame. Here's your bearings, captured bearings, they're steel bearings, and obviously a steel detamp ball, back spacer here, and of course there's a steel washer in the G10. You don't need one here. That is steel, and there's your two screws and tubes that go there, and that's it. I mean, this just locates your back spacer. I mean, not terribly complex, is it? So basically, in the front, my number 4 here, in here. But I had to break it loose. And so you can either take a big, wide screwdriver blade, or there's something else that fits in there really easily, and that's that right there, that dime. So, you know, all I got to say, if it gets difficult, you drop a dime on it. Drop a dime on it, and then you can unscrew this thing. Cool. I mean, I like the Poltergeist Works designs, and you know, it's tall here. It's tall, but it fills your hand, and so you got really good purchase on this. Kind of gives you a place to go up here. You've got this choil here, which is a great idea for sharpening purposes. You're turning the corner here on this grind, but not so severely that I think it's going to impact you in any way with sharpening stones or your sharpening system. So I don't see that as a problem. And a nice stone wash clear crossed here. Just check this out. Also, your detent. You've got your flipper tab, right? But by the time that flipper tab hits your thumb, it's past the detent ball. So it's really easy to lay down. This thing is just so nice. Okay? And it was like this out of the box. Actually, it might have been a little bit better than this out of the box. But it was really good. That's why I was almost not all that anxious to take it apart, because it was so damn good. It was smooth. It was nice. But wow, it locks up with authority. Ergos. Reverse gripper is good as well. It may not be your cup of tea because it's so heavy. So I get that. Pocket clip is just really close to that scale back there. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, it kind of disappears. It really does. There's no hot spots there. But I mean, I always thought the Real Steel Poltergeist Works control model was really cool. But with the marbled carbon fiber and the titanium and the S30, well, the S35, not a problem, but everything else adding up to a $200 plus price tag, it just made it like, man, I'd sure like to have a bad dog like that. I can just carry and toss around, no big deal. And here it comes. So the green is really attractive. And of course, shout out to Steve Kluver, I'm sure in Iowa. He's the Mr. Everything's got to be black. He's the paint it black Mick Jagger guy for some reason. But in any case, I'm the blue guy. So yeah, I got blue. He was... Justin at White Mountain was asking me about the fact that he was looking at Real Steel to do an exclusive, and I go, get blue. So here it is, 200 of each color, an exclusive. Give you the link. White Mountain. I think it's going to be really popular because I like the Poltergeist Works designs. Comes in a great box, microfiber cloth. Got some good grip to it. It's a dog. It's a dog, you know. Jeans and stuff, yeah. Lightweight, whatever. Well, go get you a bug out or something. But, you know, this is real carry. And now for our final finale of doing some real stuff on this. Like I said, I gave you all the length and everything. But to confirm it, 3.54 inches. Yeah, right in there, 91 or 2 millimeters. 8 3/8 overall, not quite 8.5, and 21 centimeters. Like I said, and get this on here, 1/2 inch, 12.9 millimeters. Let's see what we got for stock. 3.4, 3.5, which is 0.13. So 3.5 millimeter blade stock. Got a little bit of jimping here and kind of a thumb ramp-ish thing going on. Nice, huh? This flipper tab is very intuitive. Maybe they could have blocked it off a little bit on the top because it's, you know, kind of very pointy up there, but not a huge deal. Makes it great to light switch. Let's see if you can push button. Oh, yeah. Push button, not a problem. But like I said, detent, 4.4, 4.6, somewhere in there. You know, like that. But is that appropriate? Yeah, because it just glides open so nicely. So, yeah, there it goes, see? Now, like I say, if you're active and you're doing things, you know, it's still not going to come open. There you go. So you really got to, it's not the speed that kills, it's that sudden stop that makes a blade come out. So in any case, there you go. Pretty cool. And what are we going to do now? Well, what do you think we ought to do now? Let's take the damn thing apart, just in case you guys are interested. I'm going to show you how I did it. And because I was too lazy to go out in the garage and get a heavier bladed screwdriver, I just dropped a dime on it like this. But now that I've done that, I probably don't need to do it again because, yeah, it's going to just come right apart in any case. But to first break it loose, yeah. And, you know, the problem is it's actually this part that's the screw. The other part is the tube. So there you go. See? Yikes. So, yeah, you can break it loose with this, though, which I'm going to do. But, yeah, well, I got that one yanked and cranked, didn't I? Well, I stabilized it good, though. So these are actually the screws. So I guess you could take a screwdriver, but you're going to have to stabilize this back side because they're not D-shaped, they're round. And I think that's just a function of their design and everything. And then, boom, bang, here's your steel liner or steel frame. And here's your back spacer and your little locator pin for your back spacer. So you got all that, and then you got this. Pop that out. Of course, you got your front little tube that's holding everything together, and there's your bearings. And you can see they didn't machine a place out for the bearings. They just, on either side, they're just inset into this here. Well, they're not really inset, but there you go, like that. Bingo bango. I've already had it apart. Already put lube on it. So don't need to do any of that. But just put your little locator for here. For your back spacer. And do it through a camera. Why don't you? Where you can't really see what you're doing. Yeah, this is much easier. Look around the camera. Then, of course, you can see where your lanyard hole goes. Pop that baby in. You're going to pop this in from underneath here. It's going to go through all the way. Just like that. There you go. And there you go. And basically, at that point, just match up everything with, just tried to lose it, didn't I? Match up everything, make sure you match the hole with your stop, and I feel it. All this slides down, and throw it back in. I don't think it makes a difference front to back as far as which, if you get this hardware mixed up, it doesn't make any difference. It's the same. So, and let's get it straight first before we cross threads. Yeah. And then basically, I can just hold the back side and do it this way without the screwdriver thing. But in any case, we set it right down. And is it centered up? Yes, it is. How's that action? A little tighter than it was. I think I got her cinched down. Yeah, there's no blade play. So, just like that. Not too tough, huh? Oh, well, I just thought you guys might be interested. I think it's great that Justin took a chance to do an exclusive. And I could maybe... Ooh, I did. Okay. Let's give ourselves a little breathing room, boys. Yeah, that's better. In any case. Nice that he did this with real steel. Interesting design. Like it. It's a heavy-duty user. But you know, all the design elements are here. And the price is right. You're talking about $49 delivered. You know, weight relieved on the inside, thank God. But, you know, easy to take apart, put back together. Good quality piece. Hey, we know we like real steel around here. That's the right color, that's for sure. I'll give you the link. White Mountain Knives. Get you one of these because the control is now officially out of control. Absolutely. Take care, my friends. Flanagan, come on in, bud. Yes, we do. We love them knives. And you guys, you stay sharp.